Welcome to our show for today. Let's explore a topic. Let's look at the increasing rate of cohabitation among our teenagers and young adults. It's a choice you make for yourself. Cohabitation is a choice. You choose to or you don't choose to. This video, I am not here to judge anyone. It's just a video to open your eye to the realities of some of the effects of cohabitation. Some persons do not understand what they are getting themselves into, especially our young teenagers. I'm a sex education instructor. My favorite audience are teenagers. Though we have programs for preteen, toddlers, teenagers, and sometimes young adults. But on this page, you will notice that teenagers are my favorite audience. And it breaks my heart to see teenagers who have a bright future ahead of them destroy it because they run off to go and cohabit with some kind of people. This can be damaging to their future and damaging to their life at the present. We don't want that for them. We want them to live to their full potentials. We want them to have a better life tomorrow, not a life full with regret. It will be better for me to start this one in now so that you make your choice than for me not to say it at all and you never get information on that. I know that there are a lot of reasons why so many young individuals run off to cohabit, which I will talk about this reason. But in spite of this reason I'm going to mention, if you are determined in your heart that you have your life ahead of you and you don't want to follow the road of independence, economic benefits, trying to figure out your life and knowing what the future holds for you, it will be beneficial. So let's look at why some young individuals choose to cohabit with others, most especially the opposite sex. Number one is economic challenge. We know that the economy is hard. We know that the economy is mixed up. Granted, we know that. So sometimes young individuals want to share a living. Some want a better life that their family might not be able to afford. And they see people of the opposite sex that can give them such life. So they just run off to have good meals, good shelter, and good life. Seemingly good life they may profess to. Now look at the broader picture. You have a whole life ahead of you. This person you are running off to cohabit with, will it be your best bet in years to come? Think about that before you run off to such. The changing societal norms. While growing up, if you ask your parents, you'll find out that cohabitation was frowned at those years, those past years. But today, the society sees it as an acceptable norm. Sometimes, some parents and some guardians can equally advise you to go and cohabit, provided they have the financial benefit. If the person you go off to cohabit with can bring financial benefits to them as caregivers, they might equally sell you off or send you off to go and cohabit with a person. So societal norms are gradually diminishing. That's another reason why people, young individuals, teenagers majorly, are my focal point here. They run off to cohabit. There is time for everything. Your mental preparedness is not really ready. Your financial readiness is not really ready. Your psychological preparedness is not really ready. So slow down. Don't let the society push you too hard. And don't push yourself too hard. Take one step at a time. And take one step backward. And look into the future. Pierce into the future. And know that you have a better future ahead of you than selling off yourself at this young age. And sometimes desire for independence Some young persons do not want to take parental guide. They don't want to be disciplined. They don't want to be guided. They want to do things their own way. So they decide to do things their own way. And so for that reason, they just feel that the best bet to exploit this independence kind of life is just to cohabit with somebody of their age, or somebody they feel that they can have such independent life with, and they will just run off. So let young ones be warned. It's not the best bet, but nobody is doing that. Nobody is judging you. We are doing that with open-mindedness and open communication, trying to let you know that it is not your best bet, trying to let you know that it's not your best option. Prepare your life for a life ahead. You have a more bigger picture ahead of you, instead of putting your life at a stop because you want independence. Quest for independence will cost you a lot. I'll come on one of the videos to talk about the negative effect of independent lifestyle among teenagers. Then, romantic experiment. They want to feel love. They want to get love. They want to find love. So they feel that cohabiting with the opposite sex will make them to exploit love, will make them to feel more love, and will make them to see love. And so for that reason, they want to experiment, and then they just go on, carry their things, and go and cohabit with a man. And they feel that that's where they will find love. Okay? That might not be what you want in years to come. So ask yourself, what I am deciding today, will it be my decision in 5 to 10 years time? Or I just want to explore and see how it goes and run off? What if you didn't have the opportunity to come out of it? Remember, there is teenage pregnancy, there is HIV, there is STDs, and there is other consequences, toxic relationship that can land you in trouble. There is mental stress, mental health, anxiety and depression that can come out of it. So if you think it's a hit and run, go and come out of it, you might go and might not have the opportunity to come out of it. So think it through, think twice. You need to think well. Peer pressure. Peer pressure, your peers are cohabiting, so let's see how other peers are feeling. The flair of my friends are doing it, I want to do it. Be careful who you choose as friends. Don't allow your peers to push you into things that you are not ready for. The lack of parental guidance. There are a lot of parents out there. I am not judging any parent, but if you know you are a questionable parent that sends your children, your daughters, off for cohabitation, be warned, because whichever consequences come along the road, you will be part of it. You will either feel the regret, or they will put pressure on you because you've sent them off. Okay, so be a better parent. You will look at some of our videos. We'll talk about different parenting style. Please be a proper guide as a caregiver, as a parent, as a guardian, or as a well-meaning adult who is in the life of these young individuals. Early exposure to media. You see our young individuals, all of them want to go have their own digital devices, and in the quest of having these digital devices, they consume more than they are supposed to. There is no guidance on what they consume. So what are you consuming as a young person? Are you consuming adult content? Are you consuming content that is appropriate for your age? If you are not, think twice. Parents, please guide your children. Teach them digital literacy. Teach them what they are supposed to consume. Parents, you have a lot of work to do here. So please work better. Lack of awareness of the long-term effects it will cost them when they get involved in cohabiting with others. They look at the immediate benefits, not looking at the broader picture of what will happen to them in years to come. So look at the broader picture, the negative effects of you cohabiting. Some has lost their life in the process of cohabiting. Some have become mentally stressed because of cohabiting. Some have met a lot of things because of cohabiting. It has equally gone well for some persons. But if you look at the statistics, those that it has gone well with equally have their story to tell. So meet such ones and hear their story, and you will know that it's not always rosy as you think. So you have to understand the consequences of cohabiting before you run off to cohabit with others. Don't allow economic challenges, societal norm, desire for independence, peer pressure, lack of parental guidance, early exposure to adult content, and lack of awareness of the long-term effects of cohabiting drag you into cohabiting. So ask yourself, is cohabiting good? What do you think about cohabiting at a young age for teenagers or young adults who have a whole lot ahead of them? Do you think it's important for them to go and cohabit, or do you think they should figure out their life before they think of sourcing out for partnership? Alright, give me below the comment box. What do you think? What do you think will be better for our young audience? This is not a monologue class. It's a dialogue discussion between you and I. And the point of dialoguing is the comment box. So let's go and interact there. Comment below the comment box and tell me what you think. Is cohabitation good for our teenagers or our young adults? If you say yes, comment below. If you say no, comment below. Let's talk more in the comment section. Alright, so I'll see you in the next. If you know of other issue arising you want us to discuss on our sex education corner, let me know. I'll come along and discuss it with you. It was nice having you here. I'll see you in the next.